Well, this time of year is when I'm thankful that I have a very good air conditioning man that comes to my house every year and checks up on the system, because without air conditioning, it's going to be tough for the next few days. You might have seen that we did see a few little pop-up showers there middle of the day, but they've all fallen apart. That's all sea breeze activity, so it's fairly light and fairly quick. We look out West Texas to see anything is happening. We do have some storms northern Mexico, not so much in North Texas. Actually, that activity has moved up into Oklahoma. There you see the little pop-ups that we had today, nothing significant. And here's where the big activity is now. There would be Abilene right about there, and the stormy weather is up in Wichita Falls and moving on up into Oklahoma. So North Texas still a little bit on the threat level there. And here's Wichita, Kansas. They really had some very heavy thunderstorms that caused flooding. And you can see this nasty line going all the way down Oklahoma City and then down to almost Wichita Falls. So basically it's kind of leaving Texas, but we have friends up there too, you know. Here's the rainfall estimate over the last 24 hours. You can see we had a sprinkle here, a sprinkle there, and that's about it. Maybe Nordheim might have gotten a little bit more than that. So we take a look at our big picture. There's the sea breeze, there's the Gulf air that really comes in. Yesterday, the storms that were in West Texas came across northern Texas and fell apart. You can see right about there. So they didn't even make it to the I-35 corridor, but this is now this afternoon, and you can see the stormy weather up and down this frontal system, which is going to be a huge problem. Now, we got to put this up because next few days is going to be really hot. Stay hydrated, get plenty of breaks, limit strenuous outdoor activity in the middle part of the day, check on the elderly and the pets, make sure they have water and some cooling, and find a public space where you can just walk around and cool down if you happen to overheat. Now, we've been talking about the Saharan dust layer, and I really haven't brought it up just much, but we've seen it kind of track from Western Africa. This is basically African dust. Big storms fire, then the wind kicks up, and they get up in the atmosphere, and then they start drifting across in the southeasterly trade winds. And you can see San Juan, Puerto Rico there. You can see how that dust is beginning to get closer to the Caribbean. And so we're going to watch it. You know, it's funny. This limits hurricane production. But then what about that hurricane production? Well, we'll talk about it in a second. 77, the overnight low, and that's not exactly cool. And tomorrow you'll get up well into the 90s, and then it gets actually even warmer. We're looking at about 97, maybe even triple digits in the area over the next couple of days. Now, this system right here does have the potential to develop into a tropical system, but only 20%. This is that big blob I told you about, that big confusion. One computer model has been riding on this for 3 or 4 days, and the others have not picked up on it. This one is not going to be a factor for us. I'm going to show you this next map. This is the upper winds through 5 days. Watch what happens here. Now, I didn't draw this. This is automatically drawn for us, and you can see, what does that look like? Well, it does look like some sort of tropical activity. So let's just say that I'm going to stay on it, watching it very carefully to see what evolves. 90 tomorrow on the hot and humid side. There you see 91 in Cuero. Here are your heat indexes for the next few days. You'll see they'll be up to 107 as we get to the weekend. So it's going to be warm, and so try and stay cool. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have a QR code. Love for you to scan that, put Crossroads Today on your phone. And here's